I will go through with you how to work the basic brioche stitches. This is an amazing stitch. It kind of looks like rib, but it's so much squidgier and so much stretchier. I recommend using a needle that is slightly larger than recommended for the yarn that you're using, just to make it slightly squidgier and softer. There are two brioche stitches when it comes to knitting brioche. One is the Brioche Knit, also known as bark, and the other is Brioche Pearl, also known as burp. We will go through how to work basic brioche using bark initially, and then I'll show you how to use burp. To start working the Brioche Knit stitch, we're just going to loosely cast on an even number of stitches. Okay. So the first row is more of a setup row. What you're going to do, I'd like to slip with yarn in front, or you can pop your yarn over in a moment, but slip this first stitch with the yarn in front, and now we're going to knit the next stitch. So this is only on our setup row. As we knit the next stitch, we're creating a yarn over on that slip stitch, and then pop it through and bring yarn to the front, slip one as if to purl, knit one, yarn forward, slip one, and knit the last stitch. And now we'll be working the bark stitch. So to work brioche knit, you're just going to work the same row every single row when you're on a even number of stitches. This won't have an edge stitch or a selvage. Similar to our setup row, we're going to slip one with the yarn in front, and then this is the brioche knit stitch. This is our stitch and the yarn over. We're going to brioche knit or knit these two together and creating a yarn over on our slip stitch, and bring the yarn through, slip one, bark, yarn forward, slip one, bark, and it is exactly the same stitch. Yarn to the front, slip one, bark. So every single row is the same to create this stitch. To work the brioche pearl or the burp stitch, I am going to cast on an even number of stitches again. This again won't give us a selvage or an edge stitch. I like to use the backward loop method for casting on because it's nice and loose. So for our first row, we're going to slip one, holding the yarn in front, and then create a yarn over that slipped stitch, and now purl one with yarn in front, slip one, yarn over, purl slip one, yarn over, purl one. And now to work the brioche pearl, very similar to the brioche knit, we're going to start with the slip stitch. So holding the yarn in front, I'm going to slip that first stitch, yarn over, so you can see that's created a yarn over that stitch, and then purl the stitch and that yarn over together for a brioche pearl. Again, slip one, yarn over, brioche pearl. So you can see I've been working this for a wee while. It looks exactly the same as if we had been working the brioche knit or the barks on every row. So super squidgy. So that's the burps. and that's the barks. And you can see it looks exactly the same. That's the one side, and then the reverse side, exactly the same. Hope you have found this video useful. I love the brioche stitch and I highly recommend you just give it a go. It is such a squidgy stitch. I love it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Happy crafting! Bye!